too much.
Let's see. And we're live again.
Okay, got it.
It's a different event, though, so people will need to rejoin somehow.
Ay. So aggravating.
I hate it. Can't say I'm a fan of YouTube, Google, Streamlabs, any of these free utilities. They all kind of suck. Wish I could just pay.
But Twitch was worse. Remember Twitch, how bad it got at the end there? Remember it got so bad we were like, forget Twitch. We have to go back.
Well, yeah, we couldn't even use Twitch.
Yeah. So something was wrong.
Search for it again, because it should be back up.
Okay. Kite tails and flex.
You got to search for it. You're just talking to Siri.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Are we live?
Yeah.
Kite tails and flex. Hi, guys.
Hello.
We have to do something here. This should be better, hopefully.
Tiara, Duncan, Emerald, and Bishop all say hello.
Hello. Bishop, you missed a story. I told a really good story
Bishop
about
says,
you.
what does the stream and Jack Lemmon movie have in common?
It's unnecessarily long. What does it have in common? Oh, thank you, Dimitri. Duncan says, weren't we routed through Hong Kong at one point? Oh my gosh, were we, like, for the servers?
Were we?
I don't know.
So I can tell you right now.
That would be crazy.
Let's see. We are on the primary YouTube ingest server.
Hi, Drew.
Doesn't really help you.
Yeah.
Or them. Or anybody.
Okay, we have things to talk about, by the way. So if you missed my story, you missed it. If you die, you die, right? What is this right here? Oh, it's my necklace. Whoops. Bonsoir, William. Bonsoir. Wow, oh my gosh, Bishop. Bishop says the thing that was in common was it takes 30 minutes to begin.
Nice. Got it. Roasted.
That was good.
Absolutely
no one
roasted.
expected that one.
There's like a smudge for this been in my mouth this entire time.
Where is it?
I can just feel it on my lip.
The worst thing about Smudge's fur is that it's so
Probably in
fine.
my tooth, and it's like...
It's so fine. It's like...
You can't get it out.
It's like down fur.
When they get in your eye,
yeah,
it's unreal.
It's like puppy fur.
Yes.
For some reason, Smudge is
They
stunted
float.
in a lot of ways. I know, yeah. It's awful.
Smudge is stunted in a lot of ways. They're just going to leave it at that, huh? Poor Smudge.
Poor Smudge. Duncan says, I think there was one Twitch stream and there was 20... Oh my gosh, 20 minutes lag. I remember that. Yeah, that was really,
those
really
are the days.
bad.
Those were the days.
We miss those days.
Emerald asked what camera we're using. We're using my iPhone 12 Pro camera, but it's going through a USB into the computer via Epoch Cam, which is a Corsair utility. And it works pretty well.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Dimitri says, first time joining a live stream. Oh, welcome. But I've been watching your content for a long time. So, hi, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Parles-tu français aussi? Il y a beaucoup de personnes avec nous ici que parlent français.
It's all French to me. Well done, Kaitos. Shall we get to the topics at hand?
Let's get to the topics.
Unlike
now that we've...
Irma Ladoce.
Yeah, so first up...
These researchers in Switzerland can get electricity from wood.
Yes.
What?
So Duffman shared this article that's really interesting. There's this type of wood, and these researchers found out, actually I don't know if it's a type of wood, but these researchers found out that if they use a chemical process to remove things from the wood, it's left with a sponge.
What?
So the wood is spongy, and if you look on the thing, if you press it, it generates electricity, which is amazing.
What?
Oh my gosh, Dimitri is also French. Ah bon? J'ai appris français depuis 9 mois, peut-être 9 ou 10 mois, et je parle avec mes amis dans Discord. So that's fun. Another French person. I'm just going to add you to my collection so I can practice. But yeah, this is really cool because that little cube, they said if you were to put like 300 of them,
they said
you can power a TV.
Yeah, so
or no, 600. How many was it?
Well, they said
300 or something like that.
if you took 30 wooden blocks,
30.
connected up and evenly loaded with the body of weight of an adult, that would generate enough electricity to power a simple LCD display.
Yeah. So
Super
how cool is that?
That's very cool.
So this is like a new, and I don't know how they say like the loads of how many times you could generate electricity was a lot. Like it was like a few hundred or something like that. So it's just like a neat way.
That's really cool.
That people are being innovative to trying to find things.
Yeah, it's advancements like those that will lead to the next big advancement.
Like, okay, we figured out how to do this.
It's like now if we do it with potatoes for whatever reason, we can generate 18 times the electricity.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like iterative baby steps.
To other things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is cool. Oh, Dimitri's from Quebec. Okay, d'accord. Oh, merci beaucoup for offering to practice with me. Thank you. You can help me practice my Quebec French because I've heard it's very different from Parisian France.
I delivered some training to some of our salespeople in Quebec, and it was really fun because they translated everything I said.
And you liked it?
It was good fun. Yeah, I was like, ooh, I don't understand any of these words.
Oh, Princess Anya, I think I saw your comment, but I didn't get to say hi before it went away. So hi, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I thought this was just an interesting thing. And I love innovative people. They're like my favorite type of people.
Right.
Problem solvers, the inventors, and the good inventors too. Not the lousy inventors. And we'll get to that in a second here with something coming up. Not the next thing. The next thing is real news. I'm saving the NFT discussion for a little bit later. See, by the way, is the lag totally fixed? No! I just saw it lag.
Well, don't talk about it. That gives it attention. New pesticides will modify insect genes. What could go wrong?
Yeah, Idrisor shared this link about pesticide use and this new, it's not new, it's been around, it's been studied for a while, but this NRA interfering pesticide that is changing genes of these pollinators so that the pollinators are not going to be able to create cells that are going to help them to stay alive, basically. And this is going to really drastically modify, and we're already in like a crisis with
the bees are already
with our pollinators, our monarch butterflies, our bees.
Yeah.
And so the hope was at the end of this article, they stated that because Joe Biden, thank goodness Trump is out of office, we can hopefully get a better head for the EPA who's going to be more aggressive about going after these offenders and shutting things like this down and not letting it get passed. So I really, really hope things can start to look up since we have leadership who supposedly cares more than the last. But this was not good news for just the ongoing problem that we have with pesticide usage and our pollinators dying and things like that. Now we're saying, okay, this is going to genetically modify them in a way that they're going to die out and not be able to survive from. It's just absolutely terrible. And why is this? And somewhere in the article,
like we like to bait horrible climate events, you know?
Well, that's what they're saying in the article, is that because we have disrupted the balance between nature and insects and everything around us. It's so out of whack that it's really going to fight back full force. And they said that with all of the, the new pesticide use, there are more crop destruction events now than there were in the 1940s. And all of this, and they said the last pesticide laws were written over like 57 years ago. So it's just highly outdated. It's not relevant anymore. Just terrible.
The first episode of Last Week Tonight, John Oliver's show this season, was really good because it went into not this pandemic, but the next one.
Yeah.
And one of the big things that he was talking about, and I would love to see more science on this and research, is because so many of our environmental changes have wiped out species of animals that generally fall under, like either predator or prey, whatever's happening, the thing is the animals that live are the hardier animals that carry more diseases.
Yeah.
And they're building the new bugs and
Right.
viruses that we then in turn get
Yeah.
that turn into pandemics.
I know.
So we're kind of building this like self-fulfilling prophecy of like we kill off everything and then we build these super bugs that in
Yeah.
turn try to kill us off.
Why do you think they want to go to Mars?
Yeah, just get away from this place.
Take half of the people to Mars, let the Earth rebalance itself, and then we'll have like the Martians and the Earthlings.
It's Gundam.
And maybe something
That's
can balance
literally the
itself
plot
out.
of Gundam.
Is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Xenon forces
Yeah.
end up fighting with the
I'll
Earth
stay
Federation.
on Earth. The people can go to Mars and figure it out because I don't foresee that going well. I foresee that being like a raised by wolf situation
Yes.
on Mars. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Well, it depends if you're an atheist or a Mithraic. That's really what it's going to come down
That's
to.
true. Drew asked why was this happening, and basically they are trying to just create a next pesticide that gets rid of the superbugs because pests have developed immunities and resistances to pesticide chemicals. So now they have to go to the second level and the third level, and it's just like escalating because we create these superbugs and these super pests through pesticide use, and you just have to go to the next level to kill it. It's just terrible. Duncan says a new planet only gets you one generation of extra capacity. Oh, really? What does that mean?
I think that means that I don't know actually.
Sorry,
So
I
I'm
don't know what
gonna
that means.
guess that it means
I have
that
to
it's kind of like the
spend
Thanos problem.
Yeah.
You can't just double the resources. You have to like change the behavior.
Right.
Because you go to a new planet and all you do is now you have 2 planets that you can destroy.
Right.
You've just doubled your problem and spread it out in 2
Yeah.
places rather than actually fix the problem, which is that human beings need to change the way they behave.
Right.
Yeah.
Rhea says,
I think that's what
truth
you meant,
here.
Duncan.
The multi-billionaire is going to leave the rest of us in the Earth mess.
Don't worry, I've
That's
seen
what
that
they
movie.
want.
Matt Damon will go up there and beat them to death in an exosuit.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen.
the plot of a movie. What's that movie?
Elysium.
Elysium. That's right. Dimitri says factory farming can be pretty bad about creating super resistant bacteria. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, don't get me started on factory farming. It's just terrible. I'm so glad that there's more and more engagement on that subject and showing how bad it is. But yeah, that's exactly another thing that people have talked about. Our meat consumption is just, it's like the number second killer environmentally on the planet, of the planet. It's just terrible. Bishop says double the planets too. No, I want to have nothing to do with the Martians. I'm just saying this now.
Well, that seems a little planetist.
I hope that some Martian finds this clip.
Some Martian's going to
future.
watch this clip in like 100 years and be like, man, that girl was planetist.
Yeah,
She was Marsist.
I was Marxist. What's next on the list?
What's next? Some more good news.
Yeah.
Reddit did a good thing.
Yeah.
Specifically, Wall Street Bets did a good thing.
So, okay, let's talk about this one good thing that Wall Street's Bets did.
Well, firstly,
And then-
they helped my bank account, so that was a good thing.
yeah, you invested. You made some investments based on all of the
I made some money.
GameStop madness that was going on, whatnot. But Wall Street Bets donated individually, over, I think it was 38.
350,000.
Yeah, to a gorilla rescue. I think Diana Fossey.
Yes.
So, I love to see this. I absolutely love to see this because you have people here who are probably proletariat donating a lot of their money, which is just fantastic. I love to see that.
Can we
What's
appreciate
that?
that she changed the website to say apes together strong?
Oh, why? It's because
That's what they say on Wall Street Bets.
Wall Street's Bet.
Ape no hurt ape.
They like to refer to themselves as ape,
Gorillas.
as Lord of the Rings. I mean, not Lord of the Rings.
Gorillas.
Lord of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. That's right. They like to refer to themselves, so that's an inside joke with them. But I just... Bishop said, some Martian is going to watch this video in 100 years and say, man, that girl had great hair. Fingers crossed. But Wall Street's Bets, I just saw something. Some kid on Wall Street's Bets is now $280,000 in debt.
Yep.
He's only 21.
But
And
see,
he says,
like,
my life is over. What can I do? Everyone's telling him to
Declare bankruptcy.
to declare bankruptcy. And they're like, oh, it's 7 years. It'll be something you laugh at.
That is true.
Okay, we should not
That
be
is true.
encouraging people to be so, if you don't
That's
know what
actually a
you're
life
doing,
hack of the wealthy, though.
they're
You know that,
taking
right?
advantage of stuff. Yeah, I know.
You know
but
the people who declare bankruptcy are not poor people.
No, they're not.
It's the Trumps.
It's the Kardashians.
They literally declare
Actually,
bankruptcy
I don't know
like
if the
6
Kardashians-
times.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a wealthy life hack.
Yeah, but I don't agree with trying to,
You know what's actually really messed up about this whole thing?
agitate people into getting involved with something they
I
don't
have
know
some
about.
sympathy
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
for the kid because he's 21 years old and he doesn't understand stock market. Probably didn't do enough research, just got
Yeah.
involved in the hype. I did research. I created my own trading account. I didn't just
Yeah.
use Robinhood. But the messed up thing is, see, that's sad. The messed up thing, Robinhood needs to be investigated and that website needs to be shut down.
Yeah.
Because they weren't actually, when you buy a stock on Robinhood, you don't actually buy that stock. You don't own that stock. They are actually using Citadel, who is their mega funder,
Yeah.
who is trying to short GameStop to buy the stock. And they're basically, they don't buy your stock right away. They're saying they did. They already have a large amount of stock. And anytime you sell, it's selling directly from their pool of GameStop stock. But when you buy, it's not buying from the market.
Wow.
So it doesn't force the price to go
Yeah.
up. But Robinhood is the easiest way for people to buy GameStop stock
So
still.
that needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
Big time.
Literally stock market manipulation is happening right there in that app.
Yeah.
They need to get taken over and put under new management. And Citadel needs to be investigated because
Yeah.
this entire thing is super messed up. They wanted GameStop to fail. It's not failing. It's $230 last I checked. The rules, bankruptcy, and the life hacks for the wealthy,
Yeah.
need to stop. We need some life hacks for the poor people so
As
that
you
they can be not
tell,
poor.
We're not a fan of the bourgeoisie on this.
Hate them. Absolutely. It's so messed up. If you're poor, good freaking luck ever getting out of your situation.
I
But if
know.
you're rich, there's 18 different ways you can pull yourself out of the
Yeah.
hole.
It's ridiculous.
It's so messed up.
It is messed up.
Anyway.
Yeah, but that was one good thing that Wall Street's bet did. Yeah, Ria says the irony of a name like Robin Hood.
Yeah. It is. Oh,
So
I
bad.
hate it.
So
I
bad.
hate it so much. Also, never buy crypto. If you're gonna buy crypto, don't buy it from Robinhood because they do the same exact thing. They don't
Yeah.
you don't own the crypto.
We're
They
about to
do.
get to crypto.
Yes. Great.
So
Explain
I
to me-
probably know more about this than you do.
You probably do.
Who here has heard of NFTs for the past couple weeks? Who here knows about NFTs? Who here knows enough to talk about NFTs? Keep the hands up. Who here owns NFTs? What NFT do you
I don't
own?
actually.
I knew it. Does anyone else here want to take the stage? You're welcome to. We'll give you the mic. I didn't think so. I'm now the most knowledgeable person in the room about NFTs.
Excellent.
Did I want to be this?
Firstly, should I buy some?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Tiara. Let's start off with It's a Con. Let's start off with NFTs, okay? Non-fungible tokens.
Okay.
Let's scroll down and look at a
That sounds
non-fungible
that sounds
token.
safe. It's non-fungible.
Non-fungible tokens.
That doesn't make it any clearer according to The Verge.
A fungible token is Bitcoin.
Yes.
If I take a Bitcoin away, you can get a Bitcoin back.
Correct.
A non-fungible token is your golden Charizard card.
Yes.
Because once I take it, that's it. It's gone. I can give you a holographic Blastoise, but it won't be the same.
I can't take it back from you?
No, it's non-fungible token. I'm saying it is an item that it is unique and cannot be replaced. It is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's the Mona Lisa. There's only one Mona Lisa.
But someone who owns it can sell it.
Absolutely. But that doesn't change the fact that there's only one of it. It'll change hands multiple times.
I see.
It's
So because
like-
with Bitcoin, when you do the trade, new Bitcoins are generated
Exactly.
over time.
Yes. Well, Bitcoin is it's not a special thing. It's like a dollar bill. A dollar
It's a
bill is
hash.
non-fungible.
It's a hash key, right?
It's replaceable, but the Mona Lisa is not replaceable. So these NFTs now are you have to scroll down. You have to look at all of them. We're gonna look
Okay,
at some
okay.
of. We have to look at the
Sure,
prices.
sure.
Okay. People need to see how stupid this is.
Well, it says it's part of the Ethereum blockchain. So Ethereum is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin.
Yes, but this is very stupid. And if someone out there wants to challenge my ruling that it's stupid, please do so.
Please do so. We're waiting for you in the chat.
Please feel free to stick up for it, but I want to look at some of these things. Okay.
So
Look
NFTs
how much this sold for. It doesn't say how much that one sold for. Scroll up, it'll see. Someone sold a video. First of all, I don't know who Grimes is.
Grimes, that's Elon Musk's wife.
Okay, well,
She's a good musician.
She sold a video for $390,000. This is a clip from the video.
Excuse me?
The video then sold at Christie's auctions for $6.9 million. A video by Grimes. Or no, a video by, or the person who paid.
Beeple.
Okay. So the Beeple video went up. And now keep scrolling down. This is a video that sold for 6.9. Keep scrolling. Let's look at this. This Gucci Ghost.
Ooh, it waves.
$3,600. But the current owner is asking for $16,300. Now keep scrolling. Plodge says Bitcoins are finite though, are they not?
Yes.
But the thing
Eventually
is,
they will stop being able to be mined, even though you'll still be able to continue to trade them.
But the thing about Bitcoins is they are not individually sacred and unique apart from it. You know, it's just like a currency. This is art. This is supposedly the equivalent of having a Monet or having a John Waterhouse painting. You're supposed to have some of these. We need to scroll up and we need to see how ridiculous they are. They get worse. They get worse. This Logan Paul trading card, which is just an image of it, by the way, sold for, what does that say there? $17,000. Let's just get through the list.
Who owns these things?
People.
Okay. I mean, this one's kind of nice.
$700. Okay.
No.
$700.
Ooh, Deadmau5 made that one.
Oh yeah, this cat right here.
Uh-huh. $170,000.
Okay. Now we can shut it off. I just want. Oh, Tiara says it's money laundering. I've read that, Tiara. I've read it's money laundering.
It makes sense.
So the thing about these is supposedly now that you own the rights to it, what do you do with it? Well, you don't have permission to post it everywhere and get money off of it.
Excuse me, what?
You don't have ownership of it in that you don't have the rights to it. You just have ownership of it.
No.
It's like
That defeats the purpose of a blockchain currency.
Yeah. It's
the entire thing about
stupid.
The great thing about Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, all these things is you can take your hash key, you can put it in a wallet, a physical device, a wallet that you can take out of your computer. It's a hard drive. It's like a crypto wallet kind of thing. And no one can get your coins
apparently
ever.
It's very bad for the environment too, all of this crypto mining.
The mining is really bad for the environment.
Yeah.
But the idea behind the currency is that it's as strong as gold, right?
Yeah.
Like it is an alternative to gold. It's not like the dollar. It's much more hardened than that. This is insane. If I want to post my hash key somewhere, it doesn't do any good. I have to confirm the trade with the platform in order for that to happen. I own that coin.
Yeah.
If I own the art, I should be able to post it.
Yeah, but you can't.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever.
You can post. You don't have any rights to it.
I should have all the rights to it. I own it.
Yeah. Doorman says, "What if I take a screenshot of this art? Is it stealing?" No. In fact, you can go download it. You can make a copy of it. You can print it out, hang it up in your house. You can frame it, but you won't own it. Once you trace back the key, you're not the real owner.
Right, because
there's nothing
the trade
to it
has
other
to
than
happen.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Tiara is right. It's stupid. I think it's money laundering. It is, Plodge says there's literally no point whatsoever. It's just snake oil. It's awful. This is terrible.
Does the trading create more NFTs?
No, I don't know. I think you just can generate that yourself and sell it. I don't know if, so there's this site called Rareable. I don't know if they're like an auction house type equivalent for them. I don't know how you get into it, but it's just terrible.
Yeah.
And another thing too is people are doing, okay, well, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to make the second one. I'm going to make it on my computer. I'm just going to put freckles on this cat, and now I'm going to sell this cat. This next one, it's going to have a minor. And they just do it, and they'll have like 300 of the same cat that they're selling, but with tiny little details.
That is the dumbest.
It's terrible. TR says if you die in NFT, you die in real life. Yeah, I don't. First of all, hopefully no one watching this is getting into this, but this is your wake-up call. It's not good. Don't put your money into this. This is a giant scam. It's all going to fall apart. Duncan says it's like having your name on a pew in church that you paid for. That's exactly it. Everyone can sit on it. That's a great analogy. I love that.
That's no good for anybody.
But you don't own it. Yeah.
Huh. That is really weird.
Says, isn't it just a unique image that goes with a coin? That's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it's a little...
But it's weird because the idea of the coin itself is that the coin has value.
Right.
And everyone's coin is worth the same value.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I have a Bitcoin, you have a Bitcoin. We both have $37,000.
It's different because some of the...
each individual hash has its own value attributed to it. That is what is worth something to the buyer.
It's dumb. It's going to fall apart. It's just, for some reason, people just want to spend money on things right now because of everything that's going on.
Brian Mitchell says at least Beanie Babies are real. And I was just going to say, this is just like Pokemon cards, but digital.
Right.
So it's not even like cool and fun.
Exactly. Oh, hi, Mentats. And there's going to, be like bit corruption and stuff like that. So it's stupid.
Yeah, it does seem like a really good way to launder money, though.
Yeah. But
it legit
I just wanted to give you guys a little explanation. I had to read up on this and try and understand it. Therefore, I have to punish you the same way. Also, my leg muscle looks really weird on the screen.
Sick.
Doesn't it look the way it's popping out?
No, it looks completely normal. What are you talking about?
It looks weird.
It's a shadow. That's a shadow, Kite Tails.
It looks weird. Okay, that's it for news.
That's it for news.
Phew.
What a trip we went on.
Phew. Okay.
Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some topics. We have a topic this week.
We do.
We have a topic.
Well, let's save that later.
Okay.
Let's save that for something. Let's just get through all the other stuff.
Let's talk about some movies.
Okay, we saw a movie on Classic Movie Sunday in the Discord.
Yes.
You missed it. If you
this one out. I knew. I said, ooh, Kite-tail gonna love this.
It was called F for Fake by Orson Welles.
Yes.
Directed, starred, wrote. Orson Welles is, if you are not familiar with him outside of Citizen Kane, he's such a troll. And you think, oh my gosh, Orson Welles, he's God's gift to cinema. You have no idea.
You've only seen one movie.
You've only seen one movie. You have no idea. The man was such a troll. And in a way that's so ahead of its time.
Yes.
Way ahead
Orson
of its
Welles
time.
would have created NFT.
He absolutely would have.
He'd been like, I have a great idea.
Some people were just born in the wrong time period. Leonardo da Vinci, born in the wrong period. I mean, the guy was a genius. I don't know. Everyone always knows Da Vinci for his illustrations, his drawings. No one knows him for his inventions.
Invented the helicopter.
Were so ahead of its time.
Yep.
And you think, these poor people. Actually, you know what? If you've seen Outlander, people travel to the past from the future. People like Da Vinci, and they're brilliant. It makes me wonder, how did these people just get transported?
Did Outlander play Assassin's Creed or something?
Pretty sure Outlander has been around longer.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed read this cute romance story.
Yeah?
And thought, no gamer's ever going to know this.
Ezio Auditore.
They ripped it out. But TR says Orson Welles is my favorite barrel. Why? He has that hog body?
Oh.
Oh, poor
Orson Welles.
It's because he ate a lot.
Yeah, he ate and drank a lot.
So, I'm sorry, but...
Find me a picture of Orson Welles in his post-40s that he didn't have a glass of wine in his hand.
Thank you. So, there comes a point when in your size where you bring it upon yourself.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if we can, feel so much sympathy for you.
No.
So...
The man was an eccentrically rich troll.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for him.
The movie was really weird.
It was great.
It was weird. We also watched The Odd Couple with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
That was not great.
I don't know why The Odd Couple is so highly esteemed.
No, I don't either.
And
it's a better play than the movie.
I love Jack Lemmon. even though he
Do you love Jack Lemmon?
I do. I do love Jack Lemmon. I think he's hilarious. He makes me laugh.
Yeah?
If people make me laugh, then I kind of like go easy on them.
I've only loved one Jack Lemmon movie.
Where he's an old man and
Where he's an old man and he's doing the job I used to do.
I've seen him in a few. I saw him in a movie with Kim Novak. That was good. I saw him in...
Irma La Doce?
No. That was Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, there.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, The Odd Couple. That was a really painful movie to sit through. Had some funny parts, but otherwise it was kind of painful.
Pass.
So, what else?
Speed.
We saw Speed.
I've never seen Speed before.
We've never seen Speed before. This is the first time with Keanu
Great
Reeves
movie.
and Sandra Bullock.
Great movie.
And I love Sandra Bullock. I've always thought she's just like really
She's great.
cute and...
But we realized when watching this movie, literally every role Sandra Bullock has ever played is just kite tails in different situations. There is a sass and a snark in every single Sandra Bullock role that is imitated perfectly by kite tails.
That's why I like her.
Yeah, you and her are kindred spirits.
I wish.
I think you are.
She might be my witch sister.
It's like Audrey, Sandra, kite tails. That's how it goes.
That was a good movie, though.
That was a great movie. I liked when we were watching it and we thought it was over. We're like, how is there 20 minutes left?
Yeah. And Keanu Reeves is just...
He's a treasure.
He's
a treasure.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, thank you, Duncan. Yeah, it was called The Notorious Landlady, the movie that I saw. Yeah. Bryant says, pop quiz, hot shot. Give us a pop quiz. What was it? William Hackney says the bus that couldn't slow down. Yes, that was Speed. That was it. Tiara said we should watch Practical Magic. I love Practical Magic, okay?
She does.
I love that movie.
I've seen that movie twice
totally
now.
Watch that
just because
movie
of
with
kite
Tiara.
tails.
Even though it's satanic and will damn our souls. Okay. Different kind of witchcraft, I think. Not like black magic.
That's true.
You know, not like dark witchcraft.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, witchcraft has craft. I mean, there's the satanic craft.
Levels of it.
There's your earth and spirits craft. There's like your druidish
levels of it.
You get your druidish.
Pyle says we already did. Pyle, you're not invited. It's just for me and Tiara. It's just girls' night.
Girls' night.
Girls' night, with the exception of some of the boys that we like. You've already seen. You probably
do not want to see Practical Magic.
We have a short list of boys that we like. It's no boys allowed except for the boys listed club.
Got it. I won't be there, even if I made the list.
If you want.
Hard pass.
You don't like to watch things. Again, I need to. Mr. Telly says we need to deep fake Kite into these movies. Oh my gosh, deep fake me into Speed. That'd be hilarious.
so good.
I wouldn't watch
Driving
that.
the bus, little kite tails.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, that'd be so good. If you have that skill, please do it.
Princess Anastasia says, oh, if we were to talk about games, I've got a question. Are either of you fans of Masuo Warrior games?
Boy, howdy.
That's his question, Anna.
Princess Anastasia, yes, I am. I grew up, my brother and me, playing Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dynasty Warriors is fun.
Empires, yeah. And then they did, I've never played the Samurai Warriors series. I'm super excited though, because I've been on the Neo kick, I've been on the Samurai kick. Samurai Warriors 4 is coming out very soon.
Yeah.
And it's all about Oda Nobunaga and Akechi Mitsuhide.
And he's been reading all this stuff and
Can't
playing
freaking
Neo.
wait.
Yeah, so he's an expert on that.
I've also played the Hyrule Warriors. There was a Berserk one I played.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors is so much fun.
I think there was another one. There was another spinoff that I played in the Warriors series, but I love those games. Oh, the Persona. I'm playing through Persona 5 Royale right now, and I think I'm getting close. I'm like 80 hours into that game.
Wow.
It's like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
So good. But the sequel is a Musou game called Persona Strikers, so I'll play that next.
Oh, yeah. She just said, I highly recommend Persona 5 Strikers.
Cannot wait. I cannot wait for Persona Strikers because...
Rio says Girls' Night for Practical Magic. It's a plan, yes.
I have not played Basara. Is that a Warriors game? And why should I play it? Because I might.
He loves those things. Oh, yeah, Jag-Eyes. Oh, my gosh.
Sengoku Basara.
Jag-Eyes. Remember Jag-Eyes? And we couldn't pronounce his name?
Jag-Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Was it was Jag.
Jag-Eyes. Long time no see, Jag-Eyes.
Brian Mitchell asks, have we seen Last Action Hero? You mean
Yes.
the greatest movie ever made? Have I seen it?
That's an underrated movie.
Grew up with it.
Yeah. With Arnie. Oh.
That's one I could watch over
We
and
love
over again.
Arnie.
That's my practical
I saw
magic.
an Arnie. Oh, I saw Predator. I already talked about it.
Predator.
Fuar showed me Predator. He took away your thunder.
Sorry.
I'd watch Predator again. That was such
Predator's
a
great.
fun movie. I loved that movie. It was fantastic.
CIA got you pushing too many pencils.
I want to watch that movie again. Oh, now they're talking about games that you like.
Sengoku Basara PS4 version Japanese only. Is there an English version somehow? Because I
You
can't.
might as well talk about hacking
speak
your
Japanese.
PS Vita or something.
Yeah. So
Somewhat appropriate.
I've become really worried because I have like every PlayStation console except for the Vita, and I was like, I'll get one eventually. So I finally thought, you know what? I'm gonna get one. The time is right. So I went to my local retro game store and GameStop, and they're like, nah, dog, they're impossible to find now. Like, good luck. Like, really? They're like, the best way to do it is an import from Japan because there's just, like, for whatever reason, it kind of resurged in popularity and they don't make them anymore. So I went on eBay and found a really good seller, messaged him, and I was like, I kind of have a thing about scratch screens. Do you have one that doesn't have screen scratches? He's like, is the back, do you care? I'm like, no, just the screen. Send me one that was like flawless condition, like one scratch in the back. Paid the same price for it that I would have paid for a new Vita. An SD card I bought a micro SD card and a Vita card that I can slot a micro SD in. So I hacked it, and now I've loaded it up so I can play like PS1 games, PSP games, Vita games. Is the
you're
coolest freaking thing. Yeah, dope. So now I have every PlayStation console, all of them.
Drew Rogers says Guys Night Predator.
Guys Night Predator.
We watched. So
Predator.
the girls will watch Practical Magic, with the exception of some boys who are gonna make the whitelist. And then the guys can watch Predator. Deal?
Deal.
Because look, listen, there's only 6 girls in the entire Discord server, and everyone else is the boys club. So
Bruh.
it's very unbalanced.
Yes.
If we were to split them up, we could each command like
An army of 5 boys.
10 men or 10 men underneath us.
That's an interesting operating model. So all of the women become generals.
We should.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh no, don't. You don't want to hear this.
She wants in on it. That's why she's trying to listen. She wants in on it. I think this is great. I think we should be like in charge of like a group of 10 that we have to,
It's your battalion of men.
Exactly.
I love it.
Send them
It's
on
great.
tasks. William says we still haven't watched Predator 2. Neither have I.
It's a great movie.
I would totally be down for that if we were to do it.
Did we want to watch a movie tonight? Because I have one.
Yeah, Flex wants to watch Kung Pao tonight.
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Who wants to watch it?
Who's with me?
I haven't seen it. So
You've
I
never
don't know.
seen it,
No.
and I'm really curious how much you'll laugh.
Apparently, it's supposed to be like kind of.
One of the few
Dumb
movies
stuff
that makes me
to humor.
cry because
Yeah.
I laughed so hard.
Okay, so we're watching this movie after the stream. If you weren't,
Be
if you were
there.
already wondering.
Else you be
Yes,
square.
We're going to do that. Ria says GLaDOS. Oh yeah, that is the voice of GLaDOS, isn't it?
No, not Siri. GLaDOS was in.
She was in something recently though.
She's in Cyberpunk
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Pacific Rim.
That was it. Pacific Rim. That's funny. Duncan says Siri makes 7. Siri, yeah, we'll throw Siri in the honorary girls club because she needs some.
She's like your robot friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like.
She's gotta have
Except
a robot
on
friend.
my phone, it's
It's Cyril.
it's Mr. Butler.
It's Mr. Cyril.
Hey Siri, who's your favorite person in the whole world?
I'm not sure I have one.
Ooh, your Siri don't like you.
Last time I said this, he said it was me. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, who's your favorite person in the world?
You are.
Hey Siri. Why aren't I your favorite person anymore?
You done messed up. I thank her. Every time I'm like, turn on my office lights, turn off my office
Whatever.
lights.
I
open
don't
the front
need
door.
Siri's
I say,
approval.
thank you, Siri.
He's upset about something.
They're going
I
to take
really don't
over,
care. He's
and they're going to
upset about
remember the way you
something.
treat them.
Are you kidding me? Do you know the love I give that Roomba?
Yeah?
I spend hours with that
Still
Roomba.
don't work.
OTR asked if we could
Still
play,
ain't functional.
play some games. I would be up for playing some games. I'll host some games. Dimitri says, is the Discord server link public?
I'm getting
could you,
one.
Could you post that?
I'm getting it.
Dimitri, sit in public now. Dermot says you haven't bought enough Apple products. Yeah, he's giving me like the cold shoulder. He's upset.
Oh, we've bought enough Apple products. That much I know is true.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're streaming with an Apple product right now. Tiara says Harry made it so that Siri calls me when he tells her to call his wife, and he thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Aw, that's cute though, Tiara. That's a sign right there. He's trying to, he's trying to just throw it out there and see what your reaction is. Princess Anastasia says male Siri is ghosting Kite. He always does this. He always gets upset at me.
Yep.
I don't know.
He won't even open the front door for you.
He doesn't. And there's something weird between the two of us.
I built
I don't really
a Raspberry
understand.
Pi that expands Siri's functionality.
Yeah.
And I can open the front door. Kitetails cannot. It's very weird.
Yeah, he just doesn't listen to me sometimes. It's weird. It's really
Strange.
weird.
Speaking of strange,
Yeah.
there's a movie that's out today.
Zack Snyder.
Can't wait. Can't
The
freaking wait.
Suicide Squad cut,
No.
right?
The Justice League.
The Justice League cut. Yeah.
The Snyder cut.
The Snyder cut.
There is no fixing Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Justice League is out. Jack Snyder. Jack.
Zach?
Zach.
Are you having a stroke? Do I need to call an ambulance?
I tried to say
I can have
Zach
Siri
and
do
only
it.
J came out. I tried to say Zach, only J came out. Zack Snyder.
Zack
That's
Snyder.
a 4-hour movie.
Yes. And
And
we're going to watch it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we're going to watch it. We're not going to stream it with the group. I'm sorry. That's just way
No,
too
we're
much
going to
time
watch
for
it
me
on
to-
that couch right there.
Yes. Yeah, it's way too much time for me to spend in front of the computer 4 hours in a row, so I can't do
Yes.
that.
Can't wait. Can't freaking wait.
It looks good.
It does, but I loved Batman vs. Superman. I loved Man of Steel.
I loved Batman vs.
I loved
Superman.
300,
Batman vs. Superman has
Dawn of the Dead, Guardians of Ga'Hoole.
Yeah,
The only movie that wasn't good was Sucker Punch. That's the only one.
yeah. I'm sure that needed a little bit more time to be a good movie or something.
Yeah.
But Rhea says it's the bird spray cut.
Ugh.
I don't know
Ugh.
if anything could fix that. That was like the worst movie I've seen. That was one
Yeah,
of the
that was
top
worse than
5 worst
Suicide
movies.
Squad.
Oh, it was. It was a lot worse
For
than
sure.
Suicide Squad. It was terrible. Princess Anna's is Jack Giner. Sometimes I get my letters mixed up and then I can't unmix myself up from them. Snack Snyder. I like Snack Snyder.
Snack Snyder.
Snack Snyder.
He's like a potato chip.
Yeah. Pyle says if there's a way to fix Suicide Squad, it's getting James Gunn to do it.
Yeah, I think the Suicide Squad will
Noble
be a good
says
movie.
I'm going to love it. Yes.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
That'll be good.
Yes.
I think it would be good. Noble says thank you, Flex and Kite tells more people who like Batman vs Superman.
We
Yes.
have been pro BVS since the day we saw it in the theater.
Yes.
I left and I'm like, that's the best Batman movie I've seen
loved it.
since the first Batman
Everything
movie.
about it was great. I love the dark energy of that movie.
People could not, like, when we talked about it, 'cause I remember we
know.
talked about it on stream. We got roasted.
Yeah.
They're like, Martha! Like,
Yeah.
okay, so
Like-
there's one thing that's kind of weird in the movie. The rest of it's freaking awesome.
But-
Chill down.
That's a very if you like we talked to my brother about it because my brother loved it.
Yeah.
And he said if you read the comics, if you know anything, like there's a lot more weight to that
Absolutely.
than you could see.
Absolutely. And again, it
Bishop
was another
says-
movie that was shortened by Warner Brothers because there's a lot more to it
Yeah.
in the final cut that Snyder did,
Right.
which is a better version of the movie. Just
Yep.
objectively speaking,
Yeah,
it's a
we
better
watched
version.
Likes it.
Now, we're on record. We're on record being
We've
Snyder
always
fans
said we like
for
Zack
a long
Snyder.
time.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Watchmen.
The only ones we've said like, and you just said like, oh, Chris, you think Christopher Nolan is full of himself.
Chris Nolan.
But we can still talk about it and like it. Which let's talk about something. Let's talk about something that we've seen.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Joseph put me onto today because he
Yeah?
was talking about the writing. And I'm like, who writes Zack Snyder's movies?
Right.
Do you know who writes Zack Snyder's
Who?
movies? The same dude that wrote the Dark Knight trilogy.
Wow, interesting.
Checkmate, atheists.
But you don't like those.
I don't.
So what does that mean?
Just like, it's interesting how vehemently defended Chris Nolan is and how attacked
Oh
Snyder
yeah.
is.
Okay, that's why you're pointing
When they
it
share
out.
a very common
Yeah,
bond.
That's true. See, I like the Dark Knight trilogy movies too.
Just saying.
I'm telling
Just
you,
saying.
if you're going to be dramatic, if you're going to be dark, go all the way. Go all the way and don't be ashamed and don't be goofy about it. Just be dark.
Oh, stream died.
It did? Oh, jeez. No, it says it's still going. It says it's struggling. Oh, hi, Arsenic.
Oh yeah, it was struggling for a second there.
Should we just wait?
Yeah, give it a second. It just dropped like all the frames.
I say if we just sit here and we don't move after a while.
Yeah, I didn't keep it up, but when I came back, it was like 100% CPU. So something, I think Microsoft was doing something on the back end because I wasn't logged in.
Wow.
All right.
Is it better now?
It should be fixed now.
Bishop says, didn't Chris Terrio write Batman vs. Superman and Justice League? Bishop, I don't know these things.
I don't know, Bishop, but I know that...
Don't ask me, please.
Hold on, I can look that up right now.
If you look really carefully in the back here, guys, you see this fine print? It says, no nerds allowed. It says it in Latin.
Got him.
No nerds allowed. You hear that? Okay, so it's supposedly still here. Dimitri says, stream is trying to be a speed run, saving the frames. We're just having a lot of jump cuts. Is it still lagging? I'll stand perfectly still. Actually, I have this problem in my French classes. My teacher likes to talk with her hands, as do I, and it causes it to lag, so maybe if we stop that.
Bishop, you are technically right, as are we. It's both of them. It's Chris Terrio and David Goyer.
Oh, we watched Delicatessen. We didn't mention
Didn't even talk about it.
Delicatessen by the same director who did Amelie and Alien 4. Which is such a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
But that was such a good movie.
Fantastic movie.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Loved it.
Easily.
So we watched Delicatessen avec la Français Club. And it was really good.
It was really good.
Really,
it
really
made
good.
me
I liked
like...
it.
Because I've always thought Amelie was
really
good,
funny.
but like, there's things about Amelie I don't like. And now I can honestly say I don't like Amelie. I like
Yeah.
Delicatessen.
Yeah.
Because that movie is what Amelie should have been.
Okay, am I the only one here that likes Amelie?
Now you are. Last week it would have been me too, but now I've seen Delicatessen and I know what the truth
I
is.
liked Amelie. There are some things about it that were a little annoying. Hated her love interest. And if I don't like the male love interest, then it's going to be really hard for me to get through the movie and feel okay with it.
Yeah.
So, I watched Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, thanks to Duncan's
What?
recommendation. Yeah. I watched it.
How was it?
It was actually really good. Hated Mr. Darcy, though.
Yeah? Who played
Even
him?
though at the end, this guy I did not like, and I
okay.
could not get over it. Even though he's like, oh, Elizabeth, I love you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you make my world complete. I'm just enchanted by you. That's how he sounded.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to say, you know what? I like you too. I couldn't get behind it.
Couldn't do it.
I like the more kind of dopey, love-struck, Paul Varjak, Finn Bell, Linus Larrabee. Who are some other ones that, I'm trying to think of his name in Charade, but I can't say it because it's a spoiler. But Cary Grant. But I love that sort of stuff. I don't like, I look down upon you. That
That's Batman.
turns me off.
Or Rorschach. Depending on the setup.
exactly. I don't like that. I don't like that looking down and then me making such an effort to get you to love me sort of thing. I'm not okay with that. So, for me, Mr. Darcy, the second he's like, you're the second prettiest sister in the family, I would have
Oof.
said, you know what? Never talk to me again.
Ooh,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Never talk to me again.
No.
In fact, I feel sorry for sisters who get compared to each other. Like
That's
that.
not right.
That's not right.
That's
like,
not right.
oh, you're the prettier
You should
sister.
be judged on your own merit.
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
I'm glad I don't have a sister. I have a brother. So now people can only say, oh, your brother's so much cooler than you. But they can't say, oh, your brother's so much better looking than you.
Right.
Because you don't really compare
That's what they say about my
siblings to each other. Is he watching? He'll love that. And then just like kites Darcy. I'm serious. This is how he sounded. Duncan back. Oh, Mr. Bingley. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Bingley. I like Mr. Bingley's kind of love. He's like very affectionate, very fawning, very like lovey-dovey eyes. So I'm much more Mr. Bingley than I am Mr. Darcy. But Mr. Bingley was also just, I think, a better actor. Darcy was like, ugh,
Eek.
what is wrong with you?
Eek.
Eek.
Mondo, eek.
Yeah, so that was that.
So that brings us into our topic we're going to talk about this week.
Yes.
Right. Specific, like Zack Snyder kind of reminded us of this.
Oh, Emerald says, you're the prettiest of your siblings. Thanks, Emerald. Don't tell my brother that. He'll feel sad.
People who don't like things,
Yes.
but talk about them constantly.
Disparage them constantly.
Constantly.
Too, and just constantly. Okay, this is a really good topic. This is the group topic, so please.
This is the group topic.
Share
Please
your
participate.
insight on this.
You're invited to the
Let's
conversation.
give an example. Let's give a real example of something that has happened.
Yes.
Someone hated Mandalorian, nonstop.
Right.
Hate it. Criticize this. Criticize this. Criticize this. We
Found
say,
links to other people that hated it and
right,
posted
to
in the
back it
Discord.
up. We say, oh, we like Mandalorian. Okay, well, I didn't because of this.
Didn't they also call me stupid?
They called you stupid.
Yeah.
For saying you liked Mandalorian.
Never an acceptable behavior.
So the thing is, they spent more time talking about how much they hated it versus us talking about how much we loved it.
Right.
And if I don't like something, I'll say I don't like it. I don't sit there and just devote my energy towards it. Like, let's something I don't like. Okay, I don't care for
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. I don't care for Rick and Morty. I saw you made me watch
3
an
episodes,
episode.
yeah.
I was like, I don't care for this. It's not my style. But I've never talked about it since. I just I don't bring it up. Oh, I can't stand Rick and Morty.
No.
Hey, by the way,
We
guys,
have a giant pickle Rick.
we do. And see, it doesn't agitate me. We have a giant pickle Rick and it doesn't agitate me. Something like that. That's a healthy way to dislike something without just devoting so much energy towards it.
I don't particularly like, and everyone knows this, Christopher Nolan's attitude sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't like his Batman, love his villains.
Right.
But I can be objective enough to be like, the villains rock. Tenet was an awesome movie. Inception was a great movie. Just because I don't like him
there are
doesn't mean I
things-
can't give props are due.
Right, exactly. So this is something
I don't
that
dwell
is
on it
just-
either.
Yeah, Rio says it's exhausting to be around people like that. It
is.
really is exhausting. It's so exhausting. And that's a great way to describe it because you're just you feel fatigued from constantly having to hear this, just negativity about something that they're devoting so much time to. It especially when it's a work of,
Yeah.
like a movie or a video game.
It's especially
just-
weird when you have something that's in the zeitgeist. So Mandalorian was very, very popular
Right.
during season 2. A lot of big spoilers. And then every time we watch an episode or someone have a conversation in the Discord, followed up with, yeah, but this sucks because X, Y, and Z. It's
Right.
can't they be happy that they're getting something they like? Can't they talk about this
Yeah.
in somewhat of a fun and excited way? We don't need your voice of criticism to balance out the love.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we
Firstly,
really
it's
don't.
media.
It's-
If you don't like it, don't talk about it.
Right.
That's the real way
Well,
to approach this.
Because a lot of times, people want being talked out to, generate attention and stuff like that.
Right.
Dimitri said people who base their identity on what they consume, it's called cultivated.
Cultivated identity. They tend to
Identity.
project too. Yeah, that's the people,
That's a huge thing that
Yes,
happens
the
today,
fandoms.
though. Right.
which is
Yes.
the opposite problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the opposite
It's
problem.
the opposite problem.
Where you can't say, hey, what was the second,
Return of the, The Last Jedi.
wasn't The Last Jedi a bad movie, guys? And
How
they say-
dare you? That was a cinematic masterpiece. All Star Wars movies are great, but that one is the
Yeah,
greatest.
exactly.
I know, 'cause I'm the ultra Star Wars fan.
Exactly.
Quote, I just take out of context. Someone probably said that somewhere.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. That's something that's actually happened. Ninja Land said also people hating on something without trying to watch it or watching it.
That
That's
one
a
is unacceptable.
Yes, that one.
The thing we're talking about is annoying. That is
Right,
unacceptable.
Right, that really is, and that happens all the time. We're like, well, did you actually play the game?
No.
I just read an article about it.
Reading an article about something is not consuming the
No.
media.
No,
I'm sorry, it doesn't count.
no, it doesn't. Rhea says, or at least find someone who hates the same thing so you guys can hate together. Yeah, that's
go
a
have your little
perfect
hate
thing.
club somewhere
Yeah,
else.
just go bond over it, but leave the people who like it out of it. So Tiara says, where's Smudge? I think he's under the couch. We can try and get him out. Can you grab his squeak toy down there?
Smudge!
We'll try. We could get the horn.
Not the horn.
The horn always works.
Not the
Yeah,
horn.
it works. Okay. There he is. There's Smudge. There he is. There he is. Oh, Smudge. I want to teach Smudge to stand on his legs, like, and do a little dance. I've seen little dogs that can do it. It's cute. Okay, what's next on the list?
We just had another frame drop.
Really?
Yeah.
Um,
So weird.
we don't have that much stuff to talk about. Right? That much. We'll briefly talk about the new game.
Yeah. Well, we also you had a topic on here: movies versus video games regarding time spent.
Yeah, this was just because in the Discord server, when I said I can't sit through 4 hours in front of a computer, they said, well, you can sit 4 hours in front of Valheim. And I thought, first of all, I've never spent 4 hours in front of Valheim. But just for argument's sake, let's go along with this.
Let's say you did.
Let's say I did. Playing video games and watching movies are much different. One is engaging and you're acting and you're participating in. The movie, you just sit there and you watch. Which of those two things do you think is going to get boring after a while?
Which is easier to do in a chair? One where you're doing
Smudge,
this,
come here, honey.
moving around, wiggling
Smudge,
your butt,
come here, honey.
moving your
Smudge,
arms,
come here. Okay,
or one where you're doing this.
who wiggles in a chair when they play video games like this?
I do.
You did this when you're playing a game?
I'm
Like
Elmo on the
Elmo's
squatty
potty?
potty. I'm Elmo on the squat potty. That's me.
People probably should do that. Get some energy.
I'm
TR
very-
says,
I'm a very nervous
End the
person.
stream with the horn. We want the horn. Duncan says horn emoji. We'll do a horn emoji. We will. Arsenic said something about someone reading an article. Is there 3 degrees separation about being able to watch it or something
It
like
is,
that?
yes.
That's exactly how it's treated. They
Yes.
think because of that. It's so annoying. Just call people out when that happens.
But-
Dimitri says Valheim is engaging and addicting AF.
That's the thing.
We have a Valheim server. You should come by and say hi. What's the thing?
I was going to say, engaging and addicting. When you're playing a game, it's an active conversation between you and the game. So it's
Yeah.
much easier for you to sit there and do something longer because your mind is engaged, your hands are engaged,
Right.
everything's engaged. When you watch a
Exactly.
4-hour movie and you're in an uncomfortable office chair staring at a monitor, the only thing that's being engaged is your ability to consume.
Yeah.
There is no projection. There is
Yeah.
no interaction. So I do see a tremendous difference there. That's why I'm exhausted after watching like a long movie.
Right.
I didn't like Barry Lyndon. I love Barry Lyndon. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. I cannot just watch that on Saturday morning at 8:30 because I just woke
my
up.
time. It wasn't 8:30 his time.
I don't want to go back to sleep afterwards.
I loved it.
I love it too.
I
It's
think-
great.
I thought that was a fantastic use of my time.
Yes.
Barry Lyndon at 8:30 in the morning is how I want to start every Saturday.
Wow. Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Get ready for
I
Barry
do.
Lyndon tomorrow morning at 8:30.
So what's next?
No, there's a difference. Okay, so now we're in the video game section. We watched a trailer like literally an hour ago for a game called Forspoken. It was called Project Athia. It's by Square Enix, the people who did Final Fantasy. The trailer was not impressive up until the last 10
Yeah.
seconds, in which it got very impressive. Definitely a
was
cool
weird.
looking game.
It was a cool looking game. I just wish there was less pop and circumstance about the actors and the
The
mocap
title.
and the face capture.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care about your actors, your most cap. Also, like the gameplay at the end, where she's rushing through all these
The
different.
gameplay was great.
It looks cool, but did it
Right.
need to be so pretty?
No.
Could they have done
No.
more had they done less?
They need
Just
to
a question
start,
I'm going to throw out there.
Okay, I'm going to say this right here, and please don't get offended, but you're making video games look ultra pretty for people.
Continue.
I won't finish the rest of it.
I'll say it.
I
You're
don't
making
need
video
to say
games
the
look
rest of
ultra
it.
pretty for people that are going to rush through that content and not even take in the scenery.
That's not what I was going.
I
That's
know.
not the direction.
I covered for you. They're just running
No,
through the
but now I
game.
wanna say it.
They're like more graphics, but they're not appreciating the art. Yes, Ryu says more gameplay, please.
Yes.
Amen to that. Valheim is the answer to the more gameplay question.
Yeah.
That's a game, frickin' game.
Yes.
I would not mind to see some of these prettier games step back the pretty and step up the gameplay.
Yes, exactly.
Please.
I mean, that's what happened with Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Duffin says video games feel like they need to prove themselves to Hollywood. Yeah, they really do.
It's
And
so
I
upsetting.
really don't get it. It's so aggravating. No one cares.
This is a
Does
pet.
anyone care?
It's a pet peeve of mine because
But where are they getting the feedback from?
it's like they've de-evolved.
But who cares?
But that's the thing. There's this conversation
I think
that's
it's
always
because
occurred.
the CEOs are so out of touch that they don't know. And
That's
they're
one
like,
thing.
This is what they want.
That's one
This
thing.
is what gamers want. I'll tell you what gamers want. Gamers want a system to report toxic players so that we don't have to hear about them again.
Amen. Bless it.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. We want some kind of chat moderation.
Yes.
We want the ability to ban racists in Rainbow Six.
I played. Okay, so Rio says finish it. Say it. I'll say it. I'll say it right now, okay? You're making video games look ultra pretty, generally for a group of people.
That don't look ultra pretty. There, I'll finish it. I don't mind being the bad guy.
So why put more work into something they do than those people put into themselves? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you put a lot of work into yourself and you care about yourself, Emerald said something about taking a break from games and doing squats or doing lifts or doing push-ups or something. Like, care about yourself, but not looking pretty.
Yes.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever. So don't complain about graphics if your own graphics need a lot of work.
Yes. Up your own graphics before
Up
you
your
get
own
that
graphics
3080.
first. That is such a great. I should do like a finishing school for gamers called Up Your Own Graphics.
Up your own graphics. I love it.
That's a
great
great
idea.
idea. And we'll go
Brilliant
over
idea.
all of this stuff. Like, that's a fantastic idea. I
It
need to
is.
go on
Sometimes
that.
we have them on stream.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Yeah, I played with the player last week. All I said was one thing. I was like, oh, there was this guy shouting on mic, and I said something. I said, I don't know what that guy's problem is. He's like, are you on helium? I said, no, that's just my voice. He's like, oh, it sounds like you're on helium. For the
Why
rest
would you
of the
be
match,
playing a video game sucking on helium?
it's because they cannot get past these stupid comments towards women that they hear on mic, and I just don't understand it. They hear a female voice, they just go crazy. So he proceeds to call me helium from the rest of the match. He says, you know what I don't get? I don't get why you're in first place, helium. And I said, why? He said, for obvious reasons. I'm like, whatever.
What an
I got in
a-hole.
first place. I got VIP. See, my brother, I love my brother because he's such like a cool person, very knowledgeable, but hasn't at all been exposed to like the toxicity in line. So he's like a pure
blessed.
soul. He's a blessed
He's a
person.
blessed being.
And you want to play with him because you're like, it's nice to be out of that with someone who doesn't know all this stuff. But when he heard
I
that,
beg to play games with Tyler.
yeah,
I beg.
I
say,
love him.
please, Keitel brother, come play games with me. I need your blessedness.
I love him. But when we were playing Rainbow Six together and he heard this stuff, he was like appalled. He's like, what's wrong? And I said, this is just how it is. This is why I don't play with random people. And I stay off microphone as much as I can because it's just aggravating. So I don't know why. That's the sort of stuff we want. And there's a lot of people too, like not women, but people like, I don't want to play with guys like that. So give us what we want and stop giving us actresses and mocap that we don't really care about. It's like, big deal. Who cares? Just
William
ridiculous.
Hacking had a really good comment I want to read. He says, people who want to make games into art ironically tend to lean away from what makes games unique. That's so true.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you think
That's true.
Think about like the Nintendo Entertainment System, Mario, Zelda, Metroid. You had all these incredibly unique games at the time. Never anything like that before.
Right.
And then like you get into 3D, you still have some pretty unique games.
Yeah.
But you start to see like this blend of cinema. And like my favorite games are like the Metal Gear. You know, I love
Right.
the Metal Gear series, but just as guilty of like blending cinema
Yeah.
into the gameplay. And now you can't even make a AAA blockbuster game if it doesn't have like big budget actors, big budget graphics, an orchestrated
Mocap
soundtrack.
and facial tracking. It's just
You gotta see the wrinkles in the pores. It's like
It's crazy.
you've missed the
it's
point.
so out of control. Yes,
Cinema
but at
is
the
limiting.
Same time, we loved Red Dead Redemption 2, and you could see every wrinkle on
can
Arthur Morgan's beautiful face.
But
and
Rockstar
I
is the
loved it.
exception, not the rule.
So how is it the exception? Why?
Because
Why does it
Rockstar
work for Rockstar?
Rockstar still balances out the cinema with the gameplay.
Yeah.
I would say even Death Stranding did this as well. Like Death Stranding is literally a game where you walk around and
Right.
deliver packages.
So
and
why
it's
can some of them
ridiculously
do it
fun.
and some of them can't? I think it's because at the heart of it, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a fantastic story.
But it was
A lot
also
of
created
us-
by the Hausers
Yeah.
and Laszlo, who are gamers and game designers.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima is a gamer and game designer.
Right.
They're bringing their love of cinema into the game. It's not who's that act, Bobby Kotick coming down saying
Yeah.
you need to have 18 cutscenes in Call of Duty.
What about Tom Howard?
Todd Todd Howard? Big Todd Howard?
Poor Todd Howard.
Todd Howard doesn't use any cinema in his games. They might need some, actually.
So what do we say about him?
I love Todd Howard. Todd Howard makes
Why does everyone make fun of Todd
video
Howard?
games.
I know
I
for a
love
fact.
Todd
I know
Howard.
for a fact Rio does not like Todd Howard.
Ryu, we could talk about Todd Howard offline, but I'm going to
does
defend
not
the man
like
for a
him.
second here. Every
Rafa
game
says-
Todd Howard makes has this expansive sandbox world
Yeah.
that just says, kick me on it. Like, you want to do something in Fallout, you can
That's
do it. You want to
sad.
do something in Skyrim,
What
you
do
can
you
do
mean?
it.
Usually kick me means make fun of me.
No, I mean, like, you can just kick that world.
No, that's not
You
what
push
that
on the
means.
world and the world pushes back.
I'm going to put a kick me sign on your back and see what happens.
Yeah, people are going to kick me. But I'm saying Fallout is a game that says, like, kick me. It's a game that wants you to get in there
Yeah.
and blow things up and have some fun. That's a game.
Yeah.
That's a game in its heart.
That's true.
And Todd Howard gets that.
He gets it.
And Todd we trust.
We like Todd Howard.
We like the Todd.
We are now going to just briefly talk about this because we're talking about Rockstar. There was a player who found a bug in GTA to improve the loading time, and
Yes.
they gave him $10,000.
Which is awesome.
They have a bug bounty program there,
That's great.
which is really cool. I had no idea that GTA 5 is selling and is as popular as it has ever been before.
Correct.
That's crazy.
One of my coworkers, like, plays it all day.
I don't how.
And I'm
How
like,
do you
you're
play it
supposed to be
all day,
working
though?
right now.
How do you play it all day?
No idea. I have no idea.
But the heists were fun, but what do you do otherwise?
They've added a lot of stuff.
What did they add?
Just a lot of heists.
Have
Casino.
they? Should we go back?
Flying cars. No.
It was fun though.
It was fun.
I had so many fun nights when we got hacked and there was crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
GTA 5 online is kind of like taking acid, if I knew what that was. This is the way we took acid. We played GTA
You get whisked
online.
away to the world
We
of
played GTA 5 online because there's so
Los
much
Santos.
weird, trippy stuff that happens there. So crazy. So weird. Also, by the way, do you want to try that Jackbox game I told you about with
Yeah.
the slingshot?
Yeah.
Okay, so who here wants to play a quick Jackbox game before the movie? Tag me on Discord and let me know.
Oh, we had one more topic. If
What's
you wanted to
that?
hit it. I was just going to say we tried out Parsec.
Let's just save that for next time.
Okay.
Got it. Let's just save it for next time.
Got it.
We'll save that.
Save
Because
it.
I have more things to do with Parsec.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I have no idea what that means.
We'll just save it.
Hopefully it's not a girls only thing.
No. No, it's not. It's a French club only thing.
Oh, we.
But we'll do that later. So
All right.
I think we're going to go have
Some Denny's.
soup. Leftover soup I made yesterday.
Yep. And then we'll do some
And
Jackbox.
then we'll do a game of Jackbox that's really fun.
Then we'll watch some Kung Pao.
And then we'll watch some Kung Pao.
Enter the Fist. Which is free on YouTube, by the way. It's just free
Yeah.
on YouTube.
So we'll watch that. It'll be fun. Okay, so yeah, thanks for playing, everyone.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Uninstall.
Thanks for watching. It was fun. Thanks
These are
for
the best
sticking
graphics.
through regardless of the lag. I know that lag is super annoying, but you know, we'll take a look at some alternate sources of streaming next week.
Yeah, we'll see if we can figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was really fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We should give it some time before shutting off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.